Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is not Road Dog, but it is the show of the night. I am your host, the Rise of the Grand Phoenix Champion, as well as the man that keeps a good head on his shoulders because I have no neck. This is the Necklace Wonder, AC Smooth. Along with me, I have my two co-hosts. With me, I have the modern day Mitraja. Along with him, I have the macho Chump Savage.
Good talk.
The greatest talk ever. Again, this is Hilly, guys. How y'all doing today?
I can't complain though.
Man,
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, but we had ourselves a week here. A lot of crazy things have gone down. We're actually gonna get into the crazy situation now. I need to tag Reggie because he did say he had some questions. So I need to tag Reggie. I need to tag what's his name? I need to tag Brad. I saw Brad at the tailgate.
Yes, you definitely need to tag Brad.
I saw Brad at the tailgate. You should have came, Breon.
And where?
To the tailgate, chump.
Oh, dog, I'm PTO and I'm trying to take a week off for Christmas.
I mean, I understand that. That's what's up,
Yeah,
there.
dog. I'm trying to go right into the new year. Yeah, I'm not having it. I'm not gonna be a corporate man during Christmas. I'm not having it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I got a Christmas break. That's what happens when you work in the public school system.
What's going on? Yeah, see, I love it, but I don't get that anymore.
What's going on, Jamie?
What's going on, Jamie? What's happening? Or do I need to pull out the Bonzi Wells for you to speak?
Jamie, who look like Paul Heyman from Thursday.
Yo, the crazy thing, he actually does look like Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman, good lord.
No, but he does look like Paul Heyman. That's hilarious.
Hey, I just know I wouldn't take it.
You take it. Shut up, chump.
You might take it, but March wouldn't. Let me just tell you. Good lord.
March would take
What a
it.
spear.
He actually kind of look like Paul Heyman with a ponytail, okay? Come on,
Jamie, do you have a ponytail?
Come on.
These are questions that need answers, dog. Don't judge
Take
me.
that disrespect.
Did you say disrespect with a CK?
Yes. Look at that.
Good talk, Birdman.
I would say whoever he would bring up is not appropriate.
Yeah, we got to keep it clean today, guys. We got to go a little more of a PG-13. We have to go more of a PG-13 thing here. Yeah, we're like WWE over here, guys. Yeah, all that good
No,
stuff.
we're not WWE. We can stick at our dams in hell, bro.
I mean, they can do that too.
Well, maybe we're like WWE.
For your information, I would be referring Jamie to a certain Batman villain.
Oh, Marty Skrull.
Jamie.
Whoop whoop. And I got the Marty Skrull shirt on today. All right, so let's go ahead and get down to the nitty. Let's get down. Let's go ahead to LGBT now. Yeah, let's get down to business here. Let's talk about this situation with the big dog, Roman Reigns. Oh, also, if you all want to join in, go ahead and send me a request, and I will bring you on. We're gonna spend a few minutes, a good portion of the show talking about Roman, because SmackDown, in all honesty, wasn't really anything worth. It's not anything worth talking about. Like, there wasn't really anything that really struck me as something I wanted to really dig deep into figuring out what's going on with, because let's be real here, SmackDown was kind of dry today. What shirt should I wear tomorrow? My Alpha Club shirt, a Young Buck shirt. I say go ahead and go with the Alpha Club, man. Go ahead with the Alpha Club. Mitt, my fault. Facebook keeps dropping me out of the call.
Great job.
All right, I'm back. Facebook kept dropping me out the call for some odd reason. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Facebook's an idiot. Hi Facebook. Yeah, you're stupid.
ZTE Betamax.
I probably shouldn't have said that. It was my iPad. Get it right. But Breon, I want to start with you. Give me your thoughts on what you saw last night with the Roman Reigns speech.
Well, everyone knows I'm not a big fan of the big dog, but seeing cancer, on a regular basis affect the loved ones, family, and friends, and just in general, I can't help but feel sorry for him. So I'm hoping he makes a speedy recovery so he can get back to the top of the mountain. Because, cancer's no fun. So I really just, hope he goes out and does what he has to do, goes to all his treatment so he can make a recovery to the ring. Go get him, big dog.
Mitt?
My part, I'm going to be very extremely careful because this is pretty serious stuff. My thoughts and prayers are with Roman and his family, but part of me is thinking this could be a work because what happened last time when he had the hernia surgery, he had a big push from that, and he came back from that. I just hope it's not that. Because knowing the WWE has been bad booking lately, Raw, and look, I'm not saying he's lying or anything. Don't get me wrong. But part of me saying this could be a work, because think of what woman said yesterday. He had been dealing with leukemia for 11 years. 11 years?
Yeah, it kind of works like that. You can kind of put it, like you said, he had it in remission, and it would just like show us, it'll come right back. I think that's how Stuart Scott died, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, you're talking about the ESPN fellow?
Yeah, I think that's what took
I'm voting for Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
Okay, I'm voting for.
I mean, if you're using it for some waffles, then I guess we'd be all right.
Hey, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're not doing that because pancakes are the superior breakfast food. We know this.
But anyway, for real though.
How you doing, Jose?
But
So,
I've been hearing
go
it
ahead.
should be theft. It's been, I've been hearing from some of my friends. It should be theft. It should be Braun.
I'd love for it to be Braun. Let me
And
keep it a
you know what?
I would love for it to be Braun.
I think in every bad situation, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, we all know that the incident with Roman Reigns is beyond unfortunate. This is terrible news and everything like that. But again, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and the light here is that you have quite a few guys you can choose from. You don't have to go with the I'm putting my eggs in this basket and this basket only. You can say you get some wealth. You can be Oprah for a second. You say you get some main event. You get some main event.
Let me pose a variable to you though. We're dealing with Vince McMahon, who's already seeming to be posing to put that belt right around Brock Lesnar's waist, which doesn't surprise me at all. For Vince,
I swear, if he does that, it would be the most Vince thing to do. Trust me, but I really don't think he's going to do it.
It's as natural as Jerry Jones wanting to draft Johnny Manziel. That's just how they are. They're figuring, hey, it worked once. Let's keep doing it until it works again.
Or you mean like the Raiders trading like their best players?
Yeah. Well, the Raiders, that's a dumpster fire. I mean, so are we. So I guess
Exactly. You wouldn't believe some of the nasty comments. You know what? I've seen some. That's the thing, Dan. You wouldn't believe some of the nasty comments on Twitter. People are saying, like I saw a guy that said he was glad that happened to Roman.
Place. Like, the internet is a really cruel place.
Yeah, like nothing. I don't think y'all realize like how nothing surprises me. Like I was expecting to see the nasty comments, and like I'm sorry. I'd like to think I'd like to think of myself as an optimistic person, but at the same time, I know that I have to have a little bit of pessimism in me at the same time. You can't be too optimistic. You can't be too pessimistic. You got to have a balance. I like to call it realism. Other people call it realism too.
So you can sort that pessimism out for realism. You'll be just fine.
Right. So like when I see that stuff, I like to say, okay, this could happen or this could happen. That way, when I walk up to a bad situation, I'm like, oh, okay, you're just a piece of trash at this point. And I'm looking forward to seeing who Chris Dilworth picks to be the trash of the week because I'm pretty sure it's going to have something to do with some idiot that says something about Roman Reigns.
Hang on, speaking of that, I'm still scratching myself in the head. The one Breon was sharing from Wrestle Fan Assemble about what he said. Like, dude, we don't know how serious this is.
Are you talking about that comment that dude put up?
Yeah.
I've seen stuff from there. I've seen stuff from Yep, I Love Wrestling. I've seen stuff from wrestling fans. Yeah, I'm calling out groups. I didn't share y'all because I can't share anything because Facebook just like blocked me from sharing anything until Thursday. But yeah, like it's people all over the place, and I'm happy I have not seen anything from Wrestling is Real People Are Fake because I'm pretty sure me and the rest of the administration will be quickly to get you out of that group immediately. Don't try that.
I'm going to give advice to some of them who use that word. Try to use the word fix, not the other one.
Right.
Fix sound more appropriate than the word that rhymes with cake.
Exactly. And I have no reason to believe that this is anything more than a legit situation. Just because of everything that I stated, especially the extra media outlets. Like, do you know how bad it would look if local news stations are reporting on this?
I mean, dog, that's a recipe to ruin everything that Vince has built. You can't be playing with people
Right,
like that.
and that we can talk as bad about Vince as we want to, but I don't think he's that much of a dummy.
I'm gonna need him not to be, because that is 50 shades of not cool.
And speaking of Vince not being a dummy, I have to give Vince a credit. I need to give Vince some credit here. You get a round of applause for last night. I have to say that was probably the best way to go about that turn. Yes, I'm talking about the Dean Ambrose situation now. Before I get to SmackDown. And here's why I say this before anybody else gets to what they want to say about it. Yes, we all knew. I don't think anybody in the IWC, in the WWE universe, whatever you want to call us, everybody at this point knew that Dean Ambrose was going to be the one to turn heel.
Oh yeah.
I mean that was a given. I mean the seeds have been playing it for weeks. And so the thing was there, it was like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? So at any point, the fans are already like on their toes waiting for that moment to happen. And so the one moment where the fans are like, okay, it's not going to happen today because everything is going on right now. It can't happen tonight. And what happens? Dean Ambrose, and the two things that really you would not expect to happen. One, the Roman Reigns situation. Nobody's thinking that they're going to make Dean Ambrose turn heel after they just hugged it out on the stage. And then they won the tag team championships.
Did you see Dean when they came out, though? When Seth and him came out, when they first met up with Roman?
Yeah,
Dean,
that was
he was mad. He looked like pissed. There was no tears.
I don't know if it was him looking pissed or it was just him kind of trying to not cry.
More in tears.
Yeah, he seemed like somebody. Dean has always been the one to strike me as not being emotional.
No, Breon, if you look at it closely, he was in tears because them three was in NXT together, and they came in together.
Oh, they were no. Go back further, man. Go back further. Let's go FCW.
Federal Championship.
Florida Championship Wrestling.
That's what I said.
I love this turn. It was in Providence. I would be the loudest person there. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to need them not to drop the ball with this. It's a really different place to put a heel turn. I mean, your partner who you betrayed is also your tag team partner and co-champion. I just want to know.
This could go any way at this point. I don't know where they're going to go with this.
If you're going to watch next week, I mean, I'm going to watch it. I want to know what happens.
Yeah, like this is the most excited about Raw I've been in weeks, months.
Oh, a year. Hold on.
But here's the thing why I think they played audible last night. So the crowd was pretty much dead after that shocking news, right?
Right.
So Dean kind of got them, something to cheer for. Because the crowd was pretty much dead since the woman broke the news about leukemia.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they played audible on that.
I mean, that whole show was audible. If you think about it, like even before the turn happened. Look at the first turn that happened that night. Braun Strowman returning back to babyface form. That was an obvious audible because you're not going to make Brock Lesnar a babyface. So,
oh God, no.
So you're gonna have this match that's probably gonna close Crown Jewel, being a heel versus heel match.
That's more than likely the retirement people match, knowing the WWE booking.
I mean, I'm happy that they finally turned Braun back to being babyface. I wonder if Roman didn't get the cancer, if they would have turned him heel. I doubt it. I doubt that they would turn him. I don't think they ever intended to turn him heel. He's pretty much the John Cena at this point.
It was just a neutral. That's what I was saying. A neutral.
I can't even call him a neutral. The only reason that you could even think of calling him a neutral is because of the fan reaction.
Hey guys, we also have another comment for Castbox from Anthanation. Said in the most important turn of the night. WWE. walk with Elias.
Oh, definitely. Elias turning a new leaf? That was great. Like, I have not, and yeah, I know it's what 10:51, and we haven't even talked about SmackDown yet. I'm sorry, but Raw was just that good, and SmackDown was just that forgettable.
So wait. WWE doesn't stand for We Wash Eggs.
Who washes eggs?
I don't know. I'm assuming they're dirty. They came out of chicken butts.
I hope they don't for choking on those, apparently.
You see? Evidently, according to Breon, WWE stands for We Wash Eggs, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I didn't watch it, so I need to go back to see what happened last week. I didn't really watch Raw last week. I was at a bonfire.
I'm so mad I missed him.
No, you're happy you missed it because
Did it get shut down?
it got shut down because people brought heat.
You can't take them nowhere.
I just heard WWE stands for Please Vince No.
Hold on.
You might have a point.
I could take that Ian. I could see half heel, half face.
Anthony, did you read Ian Pierce mentioned before that last week comment?
Before the last week, Ian, you said Ian's comment
Yeah, Ian.
about about Roman.
Yeah, about turning him heel.
Yeah, I acknowledged it. I didn't get to Daniels. What a bigger shocker, Roman's announcement or Edge retirement to you guys? Roman's announcement, definitely.
Definitely.
I think the Edge announcement was almost more expected because we already knew about Edge. We already knew Edge had issues. I mean, he was back and forth being injured and healthy, so nobody expected the Roman thing.
When you talking about out of left field, I know because baseball's on, but that was out of left field.
All right, I need to say this because this is how surprised I was. I'm driving to Planet Fitness, listening to the show, and this is my exact reaction the whole time he's saying it. He was like, "But I lied to you guys." I'm like, "Oh, here we go. How's this gonna go?" My name is Joe. I'm like, "Oh, obviously your name is Joe." He was like, "And I have leukemia." I'm like, "What is going on here?" And it's come back. I'm like, "Y'all, what is this?" So like that's how like I went from being sarcastic to like, "Yo, what is going on right now? This cannot be true." And then as everything kept going on, I was like, "Dog, this is real life." Dean Ambrose was bound to become a babyface when Dean came back and Braun teaming up with Zig. I don't know. I've always seemed to see Dean as a heel though. Maybe that's because I've been kind of following what he was doing when he was with Sammy and everything like that. And then his feud with Regal back in FCW.
Somebody said, "Do you think we're going to see Dean Ambrose with a little more Moxley?"
I don't know because he's kind of resenting this whole lunatic thing. So I don't think we're going to see a Moxley type Ambrose. It's going to be a different Ambrose, but
Well, what direction is he
interesting.
going? He's going to be muscle bound, tough guy, serious face.
Pretty much.
Somebody said he's going to be the new game.
He might be because he's too clean cut now to be Moxley. Like if he would have came back a lot more grungy looking, then yeah, I would say okay, maybe they're gonna go with this heel Moxley type Ambrose here. But now he's come back, he has a little fade.
Like Callahan type heel.
I don't know about a Callahan type heel either. Cause I know I'm pretty sure he and Samuel are still boys and whatnot, but I don't know. It could be.
Well, whatever it is, it seems like it's going to be a lot less comedy and a lot more, let me put my arms around your throat, come here.
which I'm cool with. I am A-okay with the way that they're going to go with that.
I mean, I do like my wrestlers to wrestle. You know,
Somebody said
injection of comedy.
Somebody said it's better than having him. Somebody he responds back with some good comment. They respond back even more scared than Dirty Deeds.
Right.
Circus Smackdown.
William C. Lewis said that's a fact. Ambrose was doing his thing when he was SmackDown. Like, yeah, he had guys to work with. Like a heel AJ Styles is just a lot more interesting than the babyface. I'm sorry, and I love AJ, but I need the heel AJ back.
Let's not.
Come on, you know, Breon, that heel AJ is miles ahead of this babyface AJ we're getting right now.
Let me make one thing perfectly clear. Heels in general are better.
I mean, yeah.
But AJ could slip on a banana peel and he's still the GOAT. So that's all that is.
I mean, yeah, but still, my statement.
If it ain't P1, they don't want me.
I mean, both of them are the Samoa Joe. But he's the Samoan named Joe. I don't think Samoa Joe's real name is Joe.
Name.
I mean, he's a Samoan and his name is Joe. What do you want from me?
Is Joe actually Samoan?
Yes.
Ah. Is he like with the Rocks?
No.
Okay.
And the thing is, Nia Jax, even though she's related to The Rock, she's not related to the other ones.
Is that a marriage thing?
I don't know. The tree is weird.
The tree is a little weird. How are you going to relate it to Dwayne, but not to Jimmy and Jay?
Look, man, I have a weird tree. I have a weird tree in my family, which I will not be getting into. So I know some things are just weird like that.
Oh, we'll cover that, honey. We'll talk.
We'll talk. Yeah, William said it's a marriage thing.
But anyways, dog, we've been on Raw for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try to get into SmackDown here, even though it was kind of SmackDown was very lackluster to say the least.
Yeah.
You know what? We can actually start off with that too. Ian says that he thinks that they're going to turn AJ heel for this feud.
And that's fine.
I wouldn't mind it. I'm sorry. I gave WWE praise for the heel turn Monday. Cool. Now let's go back to saying how WWE can't do things right. When it comes to booking a babyface versus babyface feud, WWE can't do it. They seem to not be able to work a proper babyface versus babyface feud unless it's somebody versus John Cena. Like, let's go back to WrestleMania build up. The AJ Shinsuke feud. That didn't get interesting until Shinsuke turned heel.
I mean, you're right.
And now we're here at this feud, and they're relying on Pinocchio jokes.
Yeah, that was cheap.
Like, what? I'm sitting here, like, looking at the TV, like, are we really talking about Pinocchio?
That was like that, like 2013, like Guru Dancing with the Muppets with the Big Show. That was like that kind of.
Yeah, that kind of cringe.
Now, at the same time, that was not as bad as Trish and Lita last week doing the practice thing.
Oh God, don't get me started on the practice thing.
I was like, nah, bro.
Hey, look, if you're gonna talk about Allen Iverson, never talk about it in the Philly. Just talk about it in Virginia. If you're gonna talk about AI from now on, only talk about Allen Iverson if you're in Hampton.
Dog, they said practice like 30 times. I was like, stop.
I mean the Coliseum is right around the corner from his high school anyway. So just talk about it in Hampton if you want to talk about it.
Yes, Daniel, I agree with you about Nia versus Tamina. That would be a good thing.
When did that happen? I didn't see that one.
What, we put a title in the middle of that?
I agree, Ding. I definitely agree with that. Thank you, Mitt. I didn't see that one.
There's one thing about Nia Jax that trips me up.
That she's thicky. She's a beautiful thicky.
No, the fact that she's not like most girls.
Good talk.
So,
She's definitely not like most girls, guys.
she is in celebration of Halloween. She is spooky.
Spooky thing. Get out of here. Let's get on to the first part of the show here. The New Day came out and they called out the. No, I'm not calling them the Show Bar, the Bar Show. I'm calling them the Bar and the Big Show because that name just sounds trash.
What do we call it? The Bar and the Big Show? You're not saying
I'm calling them the Bar and the Big Show. I'm not saying the Bar Show.
Bar.
Not the Big Bar. What? Stop making me hungry, chump.
We don't just set the bar. We increased the size of the bar, so it's now called the Big Bar.
They would do something like that. Don't give them ideas.
Of course they would. Put that on the shirt. Big Bar.
Don't give Vince ideas because you know how he is.
That's very true. Before you know it,
Somebody said the world's largest bar.
Is it a nice bar? As long as it's got Miller Fortunes, I'm good.
Look, as long as it's a Kit Kat bar, I'm good.
I want it to be a white chocolate Hershey bar.
I mean, cookies and cream will work.
Ooh, ain't nothing like it.
Man, what is up with you? Man, you got the same taste of girls and ice cream.
Hey, we can't be doing this, man. You like the Falcons. You can't be doing this.
You like the Falcons? And you got the unmitigated gall to bring up my Cowboys? What? Let me stop.
Now, whoa. Now, y'all don't get to talk about the Falcons now.
Can we talk about how I was talking about the Falcons today, one of the students. Let us not forget.
Georgia took the biggest L I've ever seen.
Yeah, because the fucking referees were fucking paid off.
Paid off. Y'all blew a 25-point lead. The refs got paid off. Okay.
It's just, I was like, and I'm going for Atlanta.
What did you just post, man?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, stop. Wait, no. And I'm like, no. As soon as I get the ball in overtime, like, yeah, it's over. It's over.
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm going to it now. I just saw you posted. I want to read this.
Tighten it up.
This is the guy that called in last week.
Okay, yeah. Once my iPad gets its act together, I'll look at it. But we got a match here between it was Kofi Kingston and the Big Show. Like anybody cared to see this? Like if you cared to see this, raise your hand.
I wouldn't have minded the Bar versus the New Day, even though we've seen that a gajillion times. But once you factor in Big Show, I just lose interest. Like, I like Big Show. I respect Big Show for having a hell of a career. But, again, it's Big Show. You know, he's over the hill.
I'm going to read this real quick. John Gross said that I thought Raw was very emotional and disrespectful at the same time. First, Roman Reigns relinquishing the Universal Championship and Dean turning on Seth. Roman's speech was emotional, but Dean turning on Seth was very disrespectful. Only thing I have to say about that is I want to read this because Brian's going to get a kick out of your comment. Give me 1 second, Chris. The only thing about that is it's a saying in showbiz. The show must go on. When Owen Hart unfortunately died in the ring, they didn't stop the show because of such unfortunate events. They went ahead about the show. And I'm pretty sure if Owen Hart were there, he would say, okay, just go ahead and continue without me. I mean,
that's what Paul Heyman said, said if anybody's going to be like, the show must go on, it's going to be Roman.
Yeah. Chris said that his Eagles are going to snap back like 20-year-old puss. So he's saying, watch out, Breon. The Eagles are coming for you.
What? The what?
The Eagles. The defending champs.
I don't even recognize that. We don't even know who that is over here. What?
The defending champ Eagles. Yeah, no.
What champions? You mean that one-hit wonder? Wow, this happened one time in a gajillion years, and it's never going to happen again.
If they win the Super Bowl, again,
Yeah, they're not the Rams.
Super Bowl. I will eat. Let me show you something.
Say
Let me
it.
show you something. This right here is a snapback I will eat this snapback if the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl this year. You can hold me to it.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, Breon will sit down and eat his snapback.
Down.
Oh, give me 1 second. I'm about to bring Chris on.
Eagles.
Hey, Chris, join back in. And I'm gonna bring you on. It won't let me bring you on at the moment. So leave and join back in, and I'm gonna get you in. What's going on, C-Dog? But it's just
Hold on. Can I say something real quick?
yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
Matt, if you can, request her to join the chat. I want to
Get in work.
your take on the stuff. If you can, please.
There we go. All right, I'm about to bring Chris on. It's gonna be a good show. This is gonna be fun. Breon, this is gonna be your segment here because this is the Eagles fan, and I'm pretty sure he's coming for you. I think he's coming for your neck now.
Oh, dog, I've already got my knife out. Bring it on, dog.
I'm
Rusev ain't even in it, is he?
Nope. The closest thing to not being American is Rey Mysterio, and he's still American.
And Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he's been over long enough to be American. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to say the least.
Definitely. Yeah, Jason Jordan is still in. Like his career is pretty much over. And poor thing.
What happened with him anyway? What happened with him?
Neck issues. I think the same thing happened with him that happened to Cam Chancellor.
Bro, that was like poor thing. I was like, dang.
No, that sucks. Like I'm missing Cam Chancellor as you speak.
Wow, Jason Jordan, man, and he was trying to make a little bit of traction. You know, like I said, a little bit of traction, wasn't making a whole lot, even though he was getting, Seth was trying to help him get over with that little thing they had going on, and he was trying to get over with Roman and stuff like that, but it really never caught fire.
Right.
I mean, even though they tried, I give them an effort. You tried, but it didn't. So, we shall see.
Definitely.
But now, to my buddy, Mr. Dallas Cowboy Lover.
Here you go, Breon.
Oh boy, I'm about to get you. Come on, let's go get it. Oh boy, I'm about to.
Oh, you about to get me? You about to get me? You about to get me? Okay. Okay. Look here, man. Look here. And I quote, in the words of David Akers, the last time the Dallas Cowboys won a Super Bowl, this year's draft pick wasn't even born. None of them were even born.
Yo.
Are you finished? Is that all?
Wait. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. None of the draft picks in this year's draft were born when Dallas won their last Super Bowl.
Is there any more to this?
If you don't believe me, fact check me. Fact check me, please. Please fact check me.
You're right, because I was barely one.
See, there you go.
Nobody existed. Nothing had even occurred. There was no population on the planet.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's a one-hit wonder. And plot twist, it ain't gonna happen again, big boy.
Wait a minute. Let me fact check you again, sir. Okay, when we won the NFL championship in 1960. No, when we won the Super Bowl, when we won the NFL championship in 1960, we beat, at the time, the greatest football brain in Vince Lombardi. We beat the Green Bay Packers. And then what happened? We beat the supposedly greatest team in NFL history in the modern day era, the New England Patriots.
I don't want to hear it. Case dismissed. Bring in the dancing lobster.
Dude, look. If y'all make it to the playoffs this century, then you can talk to me.
Where the lobsters at?
Until you make it to the playoffs this century, then you can talk to me.
Case dismissed. I don't want to hear.
Look, he has nothing to say. He has nothing to say.
For 1 year of a victory, for another 100 years of excuse.
1 year, dude, we done made the playoffs more times than y'all done made the Super Bowl.
Jab on that, miss me with all that. I don't want to hear it. Don't try to. I got
and you know what he gonna say? They can go 0-5,000 and they be like, oh, we still going to the Super Bowl. We still gonna make the playoffs. We still got a chance.
Hold on.
Somebody on Castbox defending him. He says, hey, you know how relevant the Cowboys are? Why don't we ask Breon about Quincy Carter?
Hey, bro. Quincy Carter is mentally abused. Leave that boy alone. That boy is bipolar.
Wow.
But anyway, back to the tirade. Don't justify 100 years of excuses with one little flash in the pan. Oh, we won the Super Bowl. Oh my God. We got a parade. We're gonna put
one
on
little flash in the pan.
Suck ass in 2018. I don't want to hear it. Dismissed. Where we at?
Dude, how many times y'all been to the playoffs this decade? How many times have y'all been to the playoffs this decade? In 10 years, how many times have y'all been to the playoffs? I'll wait.
They went. They usually lose in the first round, though. So I mean, ask Tony Romo how I felt when he was on the ground. I got you. What was it? Wild card 2005. I want to say no, 2006. 2006 wild card game in Seattle. What was Tony Romo doing at the 1 yard line?
I don't know. He had a brain fart. It happens. Y'all didn't run on the 1 yard line. Even Jerry Jones would have called that play. You want to do this?
But we're gonna get off the football conversation because we can hold football conversation forever. And I gotta get back to talking SmackDown. So I thank you again. Chris. I gotta get the rest of this stuff done because I gotta go to bed. All right, thank you.
All right, man.
Yeah, you have a good one.
You too.
Cowboys up. But let's go ahead and skim through SmackDown, even though SmackDown was kind of a bland. We talked about Big Show and Kofi had like a non-match, ended off in a contest. AJ and Daniel Bryan again teaming up against the Usos. And the same thing happens, just AJ kicks Daniel Bryan and they go into that whole Pinocchio bull. Did y'all want to talk about the Becky and Charlotte thing again?
I would love to discuss the Becky and Charlotte thing.
Nick, you there?
Yeah.
All right, so what was your thoughts on Daniel on the Becky Lynch and Charlotte?
How dare you call her Sasha?
Yeah, that was disrespect. My fault.
I loved it because this is making it a real story of their friendship, and there's a lot personal, similar to Gargano and Ciampa. They're making their real life situation, their friendship in real life as a story a little bit. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I got you.
Like, it'd be like me and you, we're friends. We do everything, and when we in the ring, I know everything to this on you. So I love this whole story.
I agree. What are your thoughts, Brianna?
I'm loving everything they're doing with Becky and Charlotte. I never really thought I would like Becky as much as I do. Like I said, the only reason I give James a hard time is because he does not respect the throne of Queen Mandy. He would just squash that. We could be good. I don't have no beef with Becky. I think she's doing great. And I hope she retains. I'm going to just put it out there. She's no Mandy. Let's not get it twisted. But she's not bad.
Oh, she's better than Mandy.
Watch your mouth. Oh, boy. You acting like I don't know where Portsmouth is, boy. Don't do that.
I'm in Chesapeake.
Whatever. It's the same thing.
Close enough.
Exactly. It's the same thing. I could turn around too fast to Norfolk and be in Chesapeake.
Pretty much. But my thing is, I love just the setting of what they did here. Like, it was different. They did it in Full Sail, and the fact that I got to see some of my favorite women in the developmental territory. Like, if you all don't know, I am a huge fan of Lacey Lane. Her locks are just amazing. I'm sorry. I have a fetish for females with locks, so I'm sorry. I have a thing for females with locks.
Fetish? Or just dick?
Look, man. I love a woman with locks.
What about Goldilocks? Oh.
I mean, they're kind of golden.
Okay. Well, as you know, I like women with locks too, but that's another story.
I mean, yeah. What's going on, Jeremy? But just everything like that. Shayna Baszler was there. A few other women that I saw, and just that the brawl happening at the PC, that was great. Like, probably the one of the two things that I actually enjoyed throughout the show. The other thing was the match between The Miz and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I really like that match too.
What else is worth talking about on SmackDown that y'all want to talk about before we get on out of here?
Moment of the night for me goes to The Miz. You know, so excellent heel work as always. He put on a pretty decent match with Ray Ray. So y'all think that's going to be? Oh man, y'all think that's going to be a potential feud down the line? Ray and Miz? What do y'all think?
I don't think. I'm not sure about a feud.
I don't know about that, but I want to see Ray versus Andrade.
Oh, I think that needs to happen like soon.
Andre?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that'd be fine. They can both still go, so I'm not opposed to it.
Anything else that you wanted to bring up, Mitt?
No, because SmackDown was just like go to sleep.
Exactly. I did notice that Shane Shane came out to hype up the World Cup, and he was like, "Who do you all think is gonna be the best in the world?" And the crowd just like chant CM Punk. I was like, this was expected to happen. Like you said, the best in the world. You're gonna chant CM Punk. Come on now.
I mean, yeah, that's too easy.
Like, if you didn't see that coming, I don't know what's wrong with you. But other than that, the build up for Evolution was garbage. Even my mom said it was garbage. That's how you know it's garbage. When my mom says it's garbage, it's garbage. She was like, "Well, that's lazy." And again, it was that whole brawl. You've done absolutely nothing to build any other women's match up on SmackDown this whole time, and then you want to wait. You want to take 2 minutes out of one episode to try to build it up. It's not working like that, Chief.
Yeah, especially the Oscar thing. I'm like, come on now.
Asuka should have had it. She should have had a high profile match. I'm sorry.
Even Naomi, she won the Battle Royale Mania, still hasn't got her trophy and stuff. What's up with them?
No, she was supposed to get a trophy and a title shot. She's got neither.
Months later, here we are with nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not buying the fact that that WWE cares as much about the women's as they claim. This whole pay-per-view should have been built a lot bigger than what it was. And no, talking about practice is not going to make me interested in the match.
Let me say something real quick about this women's stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love what they're doing with the women's, but when it comes to Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble in the future, that's what I'm worried about, because when you're bringing them to Evolution and stuff, what's really going to be that surprise entrance? When you keep bringing them for these, Crown Jewel and all that, too.
You don't have it, because then all your surprises have been seen twice in the same year.
Exactly. There's no shock value if you keep doing all this. First every woman, this. Like, they should have done it maybe the Royal Rumble part, like maybe 3 or 4 more years.
Right.
A lot more women's.
I mean, I don't mind having the Women's Royal Rumble. That's cool. And now I'm starting to see now that, hey, maybe we can bring in a tag team title for the women. But it just, you can't overdo it, and that's the one thing that's gonna bother me about it if that happens.
Exactly. The thing is, what I was trying to make a point earlier in WCC earlier this year. When our kids ask us, Dad, what happened at the Royal Rumble 20 years ago? In 2018 Royal Rumble, in the women's thing? Now we will remember it's going to be awesome, would they? they always remember Ronda Rousey made the debut.
Right. That's like everything that Asuka did has pretty much been like forgotten at this point.
But that's what I have to say about that.
Notice the women of Raw they're only focused on 2 women matches, and then those are really the only 3 matches that are singles matches right now. I don't think any of the other matches are singles matches. They could have had at least one more singles match, and they should have done something. Maybe an Asuka. Shoot, you could have had Asuka go against. No, it's only 2 singles matches. No, it's 3. No, is it? No, it's 3. It's 2. No, it's 3. It's 3. Because I keep on thinking then, like, something will come out of my mind, then it will come back. So you have Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella, that trash match. You have Charlotte versus Becky. And then you have the Mae Young Classic final. Which I will let you know what happens with that tomorrow night. The final 4, I believe, is Ripley, Io Shirai. The ones that I know is in it: Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, Miko Satomura. I don't know who the 4th person is. So that should be interesting. Let's go ahead and get to our final thoughts because I'm ready. Tony Storm, my fault. Tony Storm is the other one.
I know. Even I knew that.
No, you didn't. You don't watch the Mae Young Classic.
Of course, I only watched the Red and Blue Brands.
You don't know who. You don't know what you don't know who Tony Storm is.
Yes, I do.
Barely. Like have they even said it on the main roster? Have they even like hyped it on the main roster? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Like the casuals don't even know what's happening.
Ask me a question.
Question.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know all about it, Doug.
But with that being said, let's go get to our final thoughts. Mick, go ahead with yours.
My final thoughts. I won't be on. Well, maybe be on next week, but from Saturday to next Tuesday, I think I'll be in NYC, so I'll be on my hiatus, and I won't be able to watch Evolution, but I will watch it when I get back.
Say hey to Haven for me.
I'll try if I can bump into her.
Now, if you get to Haven, we're gonna fight. Okay, we're definitely gonna have this fight.
Shame on Trump.
She's mine. Mine. Go ahead, Brian, what's your thoughts?
My final thoughts was this week's SmackDown was kind of dry, which is pretty disappointing because SmackDown hasn't been, killing it, but, it's usually been at least better than Raw. But this time Raw took the cake, so hopefully after all this crown jewel nonsense passes, maybe SmackDown can get back on track. Also, just want to give a shout out to the entire city of Philadelphia because they suck.
Go Sixers.
No, I do like the Sixers. I mean, Philly fans are just aggressive, dog. I don't come for nobody. I only dish it out when I get when I get attacked. So I can't have none of
Speaking
that.
of Philadelphia, the 76ers lost to the freaking Detroit Pistons today. By one freaking.
As they should.
Trust the process.
Well, that process just resulted in an L. Speaking of L's, what about the King coming up short?
No, that is my final thought, actually. For those who thought, I need to say this now, for those who thought that LeBron James was going to come into LA and automatically make himself the greatest Laker of all time, watch it and relax. Because one thing is for sure and 2 things for certain. When it comes down to it, Kobe is still more clutch than LeBron James.
Where would you rank Magic and Kareem?
Look, I'm just talking about Kobe here.
For the people people that say LeBron is the GOAT, if he goes to the Lakers, wouldn't that automatically make him the greatest Laker of all time if he's already the greatest of all time?
Hey. He couldn't make 4 3 throws when Kobe Bryant made 2 with the torn Achilles.
Who do you think he is, Jordan? He can't win in the clutch.
Kobe made 2 with the torn Achilles. That's all I have to say about it.
L.A. James, man, that's where it's at.
Only got 5 rings.
And I'm about to pick on my student tomorrow because he keeps on telling me that LeBron's better than Kobe, but now.
Well, that's because he's like 9.
Well, he's 12.
Close enough, dog. He doesn't know anything about the old school.
Poor thing. He'll learn. But with that being said, huh?
Anthony.
Yeah.
Question. You got any comments for the, I hashtagged it, Cruising Smooth Champion?
Thank you all for supporting the smoothest champion of all time. It's staying over here. It'll stay smooth for a while. Be ready.
It's not.
Reloaded and freaking Bill gave the same expression when you started that statement. Like, oh my god. No.
I mean,
What a load of crap.
they didn't think I could do it. So you know what I can say to that? I told you so.
We didn't even discuss.
Ralph. 0. If they do that, it'd be the dumbest decision they've ever made. The brand split coming to an end, that'd be the dumbest decision ever.
Oh God, I don't want that. I don't want that.
It wouldn't make sense at all. I mean, the roster is way too deep for it.
Is it gonna be like a few years ago where you get the exact same match on both shows?
It would be.
Gosh, I hated that so much. I don't want that.
So yeah,
back.
I'm going to end off on that. Y'all stay smooth. I'm out of here.
All right, I'm gonna call it. Y'all boys take it easy.
And that was lit tonight. No.
Yeah.
It's